Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make...
Oh, he's got some space! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Speed.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock. But he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the first time today. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time.
This is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Badgers will hustle to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Woods. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It's into the open. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Right back to the well. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. And they've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Singletary. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it, too? Great push up front.
The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Bucks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the gun to give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got a little space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Trying to find the end zone. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Runs into a wall. They'll give it one out to the 8. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Woods. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Bring in the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Singletary. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up 14 over Oregon. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. He almost popped out. Take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. It's did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He stopped back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Buffaloes will try to convert on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. The goal line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Touchdown, Bucks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. And now on second down for this offense.
Knowing that early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. They down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes and going. They're the ones that make it go.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long.
Let's go, let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gage. Touchdown! Badgers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
And no doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is notable. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 28 to North Carolina. Never know.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Gets it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Caught over the middle. It's Luna. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb. Got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. Tripped up for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Rush. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as his toughness. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the tailback. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Badgers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. He's loose. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They'll give it to the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense's sack at the 47. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Touchdown, Buffs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. You know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and the way you draw things up, David, the offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take a deep shot here. They've avoided the lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
And those are... Stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Quickly complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go this time. The defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much. Don't convert. Picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got his man down the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the... Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. This is what you're looking for when you heat. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep